about to start?
Probably.
There's one on the other line.
Oh.
Good gentles all, draw nigh and witness the approach of their Alpine Highnesses, Waylon and Lindis. With great respect, the Coronet of the Summits invites Her Majesty of the West, Dagmar the Red, to join them in court.
People of the Summits, thank you for welcoming into this court Her Majesty, Queen Dagmar of the West.
Thank you for doing the honor. Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you.
Their Highnesses welcome into their court their Excellencies Baron Brynjar Ulfus and Alvaruna Isis Satnanes Bastet of Arianton.
People of the Summits, my prince, my princess, your majesty, welcome the presence of Baron Brynjar Ulfus and Alvaruna Isis Satnanes Bastet from your glorious barony of Arianton.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Their Highnesses welcome their Excellencies Thane Clovis de Walton and Baronessa Jimena of Terra Pomeria.
Your Highnesses, your home barony is proud to make their presence known in your court.
Thank you.
We are heartened to have you here, our dear friends.
Are.
I brought you a present.
We are.
Their Highnesses welcome their Excellencies Baron Pierce McTarla and Baronessa Millicent of Glyn Dwfn.
Your Excellencies, how populous. You have spent a day in our wonderful barony. You have seen the bounty and the generosity you have to provide. Now I present our wonderful Baroness Melisandria.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
And the angels saying, that's right.
Their Highnesses wish for everyone to be seated and comfortable. Thus resumes the court of Prince Waylon and Princess Lindis. Your Highnesses, have your words for these your people.
All right. Wow. Wow. Today, you know those days where you just blink and they're almost over? That was today. And those are the days where you know it was just one glorious thing after another. That was all day long from the wonderful cut and thrust tournament, absolutely fantastic rapier tournament, and then one of the best tournaments I have seen in a long, long time, where we had heroes clashing against each other. We had an amazing death that I'm still just kind of shivery over, with Wulfric just face planting. It was fantastic. There's been such good conversations. There's been camaraderie. This is what the Summits is about. And I want to thank each and every one of you for every big moment or small moment, because you all made this just the event that I will remember for an extremely long time. So thank you very much.
I don't know what else I can say. This day was truly joy. And that's what this game is really about, is the joy that we have coming together with each other, doing the things that we love, hitting our best friends with sticks, like whatever that might be, right? And so I hope that our court brings you joy, and I hope that whatever you do for the evening brings you joy as well. And now we are just ecstatic about investing our heirs. So let's go on with the show.
Their Highnesses call forward Ivan Shieldbane, who has been victorious in the lists this day, and charge them to bring Lady Mina, who by their grace has inspired this victory.
Rise and bear witness to two heroes, overflowing of love, of heart, of joy, of service, and the future of the Summits.
Welcome.
May it please your Highnesses, Ivan Shieldbane has today shown their skill and valor against all creatures that can live and die. They have done so by the inspiration and for the honor of their consort, Lady Mina. They come before your Highnesses to claim the honor which is their due.
Mindful of your prowess in the lists, and seeing the grace in which you have been inspired to champion the victory in accordance with the laws and customs of the Principality of the Summits. We proclaim you our heirs.
Wear these circlets as our successors to the thrones of the Summits, with all honor and glory, and as is proper, sit beside us in this place of honor.
3 cheers for the heirs to the thrones of the Summits!
That's right, I
Somebody remind Mina that she controls the weather. Oh, yes, that's very important. You control the weather with that. Yes.
There you go.
You have the power.
Yes.
Her Highness has words about the Shield of Chivalry.
I said on the field today, this is one of the most important things that we have in our principality. One of the most important things we do in the principality is fight with chivalry and honor. And today, this was actually one of the most difficult decisions because everybody fought with chivalry and honor. I didn't see one blow that was not discussed well. I did not see anything questionable at all. And for that, I am so grateful to each and every one who was on the field and their inspirations. As I said, this was a very difficult decision. And one person spoke very true to our hearts. Should I say that name?
Please do.
True.
So I'm going to speak on just one moment of his fighting today. There was a moment when he struck a blow that could have changed how today went. That moment, those moments are important. Those moments are massively important, my friend. You did not like the blow that you struck, and you called it back. And in what we all have known is your level of chivalry. That changed. You would have been in the finals, guaranteed, at that point in time. It speaks to you. It speaks to why you are sitting right in front of us. Always have that level of chivalry and carry the Summits with you now.
You have always been an example. To me personally, I feel safe to say, to the entire principality. And just so honored to be able to give this to you, to have for this next year. And of course, your wonderful inspiration as well. So we charge you to bear the shield of chivalry throughout the next year, representing representing all that is true and right about the principality. I'm just going to keep using that word true.
My pleasure.
In return, at the next tournament, to, of course, return the shield.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Their Excellencies Glyn Dwfn have business of the principality to conduct in their Highnesses' court.
Please.
Hello. There was a service competition. We didn't really advertise or talk much because we just wanted people to serve as they would. And we tallied the points, and Tara Maria won handily.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your service.
Kind of amazing.
Yeah.
If you are not aware, the Summit Service Banner is a competition that has been around for a few years prior to the pandemic. Any branch is eligible to win that banner each year. And so start tallying the numbers of service that you provide at principality events. And hopefully your branch will take that banner home. Because Terra Primaria has had it a lot.
We have?
Yes.
Oh, okay. There was a pandemic for
We're amazing.
We are amazing. That's not what I know. I remember the pandemic. I sat through the whole thing. Yeah, we did. Sorry.
Yes.
Anyway.
For the service done in the name of the principality, a joyous noise! The Coronet of the Summits bids John Christophe Fazzoli of Glyn Dwfn welcome to their court.
Hello there. Hello. How are you?
Tired but good.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
So we, I don't think, have actually met in person, but I was at 12th night and saw you playing like beautiful music in the main hall. And since then, I keep hearing your name everywhere I go, not only for playing music, but also for helping anything that needs to be done, going to local practices, helping their excellencies, whatever that might be. And so today, we would like to give you this.
Proclaim our words throughout the land that Jean Christophe Fazzoli has pleased us greatly through devotion to the kingdom and principality. Therefore we, Alpine Prince Waylon ibn Rustam and Alpine Princess Lindis de Aquisgrano of the Summit, bestow onto you an award of arms. We charge you with the responsibilities of this rank and elevate you to its privileges. Thus we command you to register suitable and unique arms by our hand and seal this 18th day of March, AS 57.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For the newest volunteer volunteer, hip hop! Hip hop! Hip hop! But wait, there's more.
So I mentioned your music. you made such a huge impact on us at that 12th night and many, many other members. I think I received 6 award recommendations, and not just from 12th night, but other events as well. And so because of your contribution of your art, we would like to bestow upon you the silver chime.
Across the Laurel Kingdoms, verified by the persistence of memory, the bardic arts form a thread in the great tapestry of human experience, which illuminates and connects our lives. Throughout the summits, a silver chime is used to mark those composers and performers who speak with stentorian voice, soothe with dulcet and melodious sound, or entrance with rhythmic gesture. Know that we, Wayland Ibn Rustam and Lindis de Aquisgrano, Griffin Prince and Princess, are moved by the works of Jean-Christophe Pazzoli, and that it pleases us greatly to acknowledge they are worthy of such recognition. Henceforth, let all make room for the members of the Order of the Silver Chime at their fire and feast hall, for they are the keepers of tradition. We set our hand and seal this 18th day of February, AS 57.
Congratulations, and thank you so much.
3 cheers for the newest recipient of the Silver Chime. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! His Excellency Baron Rodnevar Hawkinson has an announcement.
Your Highness, Your Majesties, your assembled excellent folk, may I address the public?
Please do.
Who's looking forward to Eggles? All right. Little bit more than 2 months away.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. So, my name is Rod Navarre. I'm one of the event stewards. Sorry. And so I'd just like to make a little public service announcement. Hopefully, if you're paying attention to the public, the social media outlets, hopefully you already know that pre-reg for Eggles is open. The pre-reg is for reserving land only. We're not taking money through the internet. You have to pay at the site. But every group needs to elect a camp master who will essentially establish that camp. And then all of the other people that are camping together need to fill out the form so that our landocrat knows how many people and how large a space to reserve for you. So be sure to find that form. Also, and that form, links to that form are posted all over the place on Facebook and Discord and websites and all that. We have work parties coming up. If you've been to Eggles and if you have camped on the land there, if you fought on the land or shot archery on the land, you're doing that on the land that the barony, with the help of the populace of the Summits and on Tier, have reclaimed from the wild. That place, 20 years ago, that place was covered with brambles. And so we're still working on it. The last couple of years, during the plague years, we didn't make any progress on keeping up with the encroaching brambles. So they kind of got away from us. We've got some work to do. Particularly if you have a traditional camping site, we would ask that you try to send some representatives out to our work parties to help with the general cleanup, but also specifically to clean up your campsite and to knock back the brambles. So we have 2 work parties scheduled right now, one for next weekend, the 25th, and then the following weekend, April 1st, no pulling. And then we will still have 2, maybe 3 others beyond that. We haven't scheduled them yet. So please look for the postings on online, and hope to see you there. Thank you very much.
Their Highnesses request the presence of Laurel of Glyn Dwfn.
Laurel,
Hi.
hi, welcome. We have been tasked from their majesties. And so your word fame has reached their ears throughout the whole kingdom and the principality. And so we'd like to have our herald read these words on behalf of their majesties.
To stand aloft in techie fields, it takes a dedication to oneself and to community. How glorious it makes our land, enriching our subjects old and new. We recognize you, Laurel of Glyn Dwfn, and through our royal hand, we, Athos, he of many charms, and Eleonora, she of beauty grand, bestow on you an award of arms. Know the world that you, noble, wear this circlet with our goodwill, in hope that you continue to grow and thrive in Ontir, our fair land. Given this 25th day of February, Anno Societatis 57, Athos King, Eleonora Queen.
Congratulations on your award. Please.
Yes.
For the newest Arbiter of Ontir, a glorious noise!
Your Highnesses now call forth Mistress Anna Elizabeth von Engelberg.
Hello there.
Hello.
You don't have to.
You can stand,
No,
yes,
you can
absolutely.
stand. Anna, you've been there for us when we were Baron and Baroness, and did not hesitate to reach out and offer your support for us when Wayland won Coronet. And you have become such a dear friend over the years as well. Your organization, for those of you who don't know, Anna is our head of attendance for our retinue. Your organization is stellar. We run, we function, we do things on time, largely because of you. We have one of the smoothest running retinues, largely because of you and Temperance and Veshta and Adrian. But we really wanted to thank you for your personal contribution to us.
Yes. When you're around, I always have somebody who's a pinnacle of honor and courtesy that I can always go to and be like, is that good? How's this running? And your input, your advice is always appreciated. Yes, you keep us fed, you keep our attendance going, you keep all that. But she said it, you're a great friend. Thank you very much for always being in our court for years now, years and years. Thank you.
In the days when Dublin ruled as Prince of the Summits, Kate, his princess, wished to honor those who had been of special service to her during her reign. She established the Award of the Evergreen to be given by the Princess of the Summits at their pleasure. This order then became known as the Silver Barbary and is thus registered. Today, in this tradition, Alpine Princess Lindis de Aquasgrano is pleased to grant entry into the Order of the Silver Barbary to Mistress Anna.
Boom, magnets.
Upon the final day of the reign of Princess Nadezhda Volinskaya and Prince William Geoffrey the Rogue in AS 38, Prince William felt it was necessary and right to honor those who have been of special service to him during his reign. Thus, he established the Award of the Griffin's Paw to be given by the Prince of the Summits at their pleasure as a token of appreciation and honor to select gentles deemed worthy.
The token shall include a paw print, customized as the sovereign desires. Today, in this tradition, Wayland Ibn Rustam is pleased to grant entry into the Order of the Griffin's Paw to this good gentle.
Thank you so much.
For Mistress Anna, 3 cheers. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
I don't know if you have seen the wonder that is the paws that he is giving out. It is a grail with tentacles coming out. Made by his lordship Rafe Newton, and they are phenomenal.
Phenomenal. It makes my geeky little heart happy. It's just,
The Griffin Prince and Princess call for Yuri Viktorev Beligorsky.
He's
got like serious.
What'd you do?
Honors the title.
Hey, buddy.
We like you so much, we keep calling you up into court.
Whereas you have gone into these parts of Ontier. Wait, we did this before.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
All right, I guess you give me another one.
Repetitive. I swear we had something else.
Just kidding.
Oh,
Crap. We have papers. I decided to start back this morning. Yuri, Their Highnesses require that you sing us a song or tell us a short story.
Yes, I can actually do that.
Of course you can.
Assuming Magic Box actually. Entirely wrong.
Open sesame. Come on. Fingerprint.
There we go. All right. So, in answer to your question, I actually spent the last 9 months writing a sonnet. So, report it here. Apologize for having used Magic Box. I have not been that. The king is dead. His era has ended. But what are we to make of this royal?
He's not here.
A victim? As cruel cast from feathered bed, it seemed to you to rule not but dust and soil. A ruler? Crowned and anointed with oil, the throne was his. His birthright made it so. A tyrant, cocksure with wrath that did boil, he rained down cruelties on both friend and foe. A hero. Then came the savage shadow. This fearless king faced down the demon beast. A martyr. Wounds were rent and blood did flow. The beam took flight, the king's heartbeat ceased. The king is dead. You may condemn or mourn, but saints called home this simple chicken born.
Yuri was awarded a rain coin by Their Highnesses. William Joffrey the Rogue, Summits, Captain of Tigers, has matter of the Principality for their Alpine Highnesses court.
There he is.
Your Highnesses, after a long year, my time as your captain of tigers is up. And it is time to pass it on to someone else who can carry the regalia and to guard the principality against attacks and rar fiercely.
And you, this tournament, you have found a victor and a suitable
We
replacement.
found a victor and a suitable replacement, though he's not. Why?
Oh.
You know, we can't have it. Yerrick? Yerrick?
Oh, Yurick.
Yerrick?
Saying the name right?
Is that pronounced right?
Right.
Please come forward. could you stand for me? Turn. That's it. No. Yeah.
You gotta stand a lot in the next year. So.
That was. Oh, please.
I was gonna say, you fought so well
Yes.
today. It was a real joy. How long have you been fighting?
About 7 years.
7 years. Okay, there we go. All right, that explains it. Well, thank you so much for entering the list and being so chivalric and courteous as you competed. I definitely could see this skill.
You fought people who I'm afraid to fight, and I would not go against, and came across the victor. Well done. It was really enjoyable to watch, and we are well pleased to have you join us.
William Joffrey, we thank you again for your service as our champion. Please stand witness to the installation of your successor.
You're fine.
It's your turn to be front and center.
Only half of it though, because you have to
You
keep
still have to
being
do
our
it.
champion
Yeah.
for some other things.
I've got the rest of it. I know I'm not free yet.
Know that William Joffrey has served us well, and we place great faith in your counsel. Yes, please don't stop. Please continue your faithful and true service.
As always, thanks.
Will you continue with this diligent service that your successor has provided?
Be my honor. I would serve as captain of tigers, champion of cotton crust in this principality.
We accept your service.
Bring forth the grail of the summits. Please put your hands on the grail.
Here do I swear by mouth and hand my fealty and true service, faith and service will I bear to you, and all that may concern the town, repelling all who would affect you, so long as you hold summits. The water of the grail runs clear, and the silver griffin flies free. So say I. Yet at Calhoun.
This oath do we hear, and for our part, we pledge to you and your household our protection.
We will
Watch over you,
shelter you.
We will place ourselves between you and your foes. For so long as we rule the summits and the high mountains hold the grail up to the sky. So say we, Wayland, Prince.
So say we, Lindis, Princess. Thank you.
Take this regalia from our hands and your place at our sides.
For the new captain of Tigers,
Please
3
don't.
cheers! Hip hip! Let our words resound throughout all the known world that William Joffrey the Rogue, having faithfully served as captain of Tigers, and having enriched the principality, and thereby on tier by his skills in the discipline of cut and thrust, do we, Wayland Ibn Rustam and Lindis de Aquisgrano, add his name to the rolls of the Order of the Tiger's Claw. William Joffrey, we encourage you to continue your good works in this martial pursuit. Thus do we set our hand and seal this 18th day of March, Anno Societatis 57.
This charter was painted by Rizaya of the Kingdom of Meridias.
Wow. That is an original piece.
This is gorgeous.
Original piece for you.
For the newest inductee into the Order of the Coconut Tea Grab, the Tiger's Claw, 3 cheers. Hip hip! Hip hip!
Please rejoin us.
The Godly Fair Robert, event steward from Mountain Edge, has an announcement.
Your Highnesses, Your Majesty, Excellencies, it is my great pleasure on the behalf of the Shire of Mountain Edge to invite you all to our Fair Shire. I know it's a long drive. I know it's the northern border of the Summits. Next weekend for our Defender tournament. We are having a Rapier Defender, which has the second spiffiest cloak in the kingdom. And our Heavy Defender tournament, both of them taking place at Beulah Park in the town of Yamhill. We'd love to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Fantastic. Yes. The Griffin Prince and Princess call Randolph Greenwall of Briar Oak.
Please join us.
Do you all know this person?
Yeah.
Right? So, I had the good fortune of meeting you while you were on Bato and Emma's retinue. And you literally, I looked up and there you were. And I would look around for the thing I needed done when I was head of their retinue, and it was already done. And so you made quite an impression on me then, as well as your bardic activities. And then the award recommendations started pouring in from Briar Oak. Because you, I believe you're their heavy marshal. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so constantly holding practices in very visible areas to gain more support from the community and really get that name recognition out there. And my other understanding is that you were previously in the Kingdom of Kaid.
Yes.
And there, you served there as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, huge bucket of service. We want to recognize you here in the Principality for everything that you've done so far.
Know all the arms of our fair principality. The Grail is set among the signs of the 3 pillars that support the glory of our land. The Griffin shows our fierce martial skill. The laurel wreath is the symbol of our artisans. The mountain stands for enduring service. Randolph Greenwall, your service to our great principality shows the virtue of the hills, and we are greater for the efforts of your service. Therefore we, Wayland Ibn Rustam, and Lindis de Aquis Grano, Griffin Prince and Princess, grant unto you entrance into the Order of the Grail of the Summits. Bear our sign with pride.
This was designed, and the calligraphy was done by Viscountess Elisabetta, and the illumination was done by, looks like Elizabeth of Roxbury Mill from the Middle Kingdom.
Wow.
3 cheers for the newest recipient of the Service Grail of the Summit. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Elsa and Hilda Spitzfelder have an announcement.
So we are having, after the plague, we are having St. Egbert's Feast again.
Woo!
It's really something to crow about.
Oh, I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Including like all of the chicken jokes. Yeah, they can be very foul.
Oh.
And puns. You know, we kind of scramble to get those together, but so it is the second weekend of April. April 8th. Yes, April 8th. Oh, and I hear tell that we're also having a paper hat contest.
Ooh.
So what were the categories? Shiniest,
Shiniest, tallest,
cockiest.
cockiest.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
So bring your paper hats and we'll have a contest on that. There will also be,
Supplies to make said paper
Oh,
hats
yes,
if you
yes.
don't have your own paper hat.
Yes.
What branch is this? This is Myrtle.
Myrtle Hole.
Thank you. It will be in our own Kirby Belt building, so it'll be in.
those
Kirby,
are,
Oregon.
yeah. Those of you who have been to our Hogmanay, that it's the same building. If not, we'll put up directions. It's really not that hard to find. The feast will be Lunch Connect. So, yes, all of the other things.
German food, you gotta
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
So we're looking.
That's good.
All right.
Dinner is Lunch Connect. Lunch will be day board.
Perfect.
So, and please just bring whatever you would like to contribute to that. So, I heard that Bowen was going to have his famous Gribnoy. Which is hilarious. Everybody is like, but wait, Bowen's allergic to mushrooms. Yes, yes he is, which means he can't taste it. So everybody else gets to taste test it. So yeah, but it's still amazing. So we hope to see everybody there.
Now I'm even more excited. Thank you. It's April 8th.
April 8th.
April 8th.
All right, perfect.
I happen to know a busload of Germans who plan on it.
Yeah, perfect. Excellent job. I scrambled the crowd.
That's
Oh,
right.
Oh, did it?
That yoke's on you.
Oh. I love you all.
We love you too.
Prince Waylon and Princess Lindis now call upon those of the populace who wish to pledge their fealty or service to the coronet of the Summits. Please come forward.
Here do I swear by my mouth and hand, my fealty and true service. Faith and truth will I bear unto you in all matters that concern this realm. So long as you rule the summits, the waters of the Grail run clear, and the silver griffin flies free. So say I, Luther.
So say I, Guy Smithson.
This oath do we hear, and for our part, do pledge to you and your household our protection. We will watch over and shelter you, place ourselves between you and your foes. For so long as we rule the summits and the high mountains hold the Grail up to the sky. So say we, Waylon, Prince.
So say we, Lindis, Princess. That's it. Oh, good. I have to go over that either
Their Highnesses request the presence of Mistress Octia Prima, Seneschal of the Kingdom of Antir.
The few times we can call her up.
Well, that's why we're calling you up. We just wanted your company.
Okay.
No, we're too old to do that. So Atia, you have been a tremendous help during our reign. For those of you that don't know, the job of the Kingdom Seneschal is really a 24/7 job. Atia gets emails in the middle of the night. She gets text messages from a certain princess in the middle of the day saying, I don't know what we're supposed to do, and various other things. And she does this throughout the entire kingdom. She deals with the worst of us and the best of us. And she does so in the most ethical and fair way humanly possible. And I personally, I've known you for over 20 years. We have served together. We've run events together. We've served the summits together for countless years. And so this is very long overdue.
Home is not defined by where we live, but by where we feel we belong and where we find joy. Atia Prima, we recognize that although you reside outside our borders, you contribute greatly to our principality, and we truly value all that you do. Therefore, we, Waylon Ibn Rustam, mighty prince, and Lindis de Aquisgrano, gracious princess, do recognize the contributions that those outside our borders have made on behalf of our principality. In consideration of your good deeds, we grant unto you the friend of the summits, that all might know that you bear our favor and are always welcome in our lands. In witness whereof, we set our hand and seal this 18th day of March, Anno Societatis 57.
Illumination done by Elizabeth Figueres.
I love that. Her Highness only gets the little bird down. His Highness gets the big one.
I'm a big man, okay?
Oh, but wait,
If you
there's
could
a
wait
little bit
moment.
more.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
You watch over our home. I don't know how to thank you enough. You watch over it with your whole heart. Sometimes it's not glorious, but you do it with some very intensely great grace. I can't thank you enough for being the person you are, because I haven't known you for a decade plus. I've only known you since stepping up as B&B, and from what I've seen and known, you've just made me better, and you've made my home better. So you have my most heartfelt thanks.
In the days when Dublin ruled as Prince of the Summits, Kate, his princess, wished to honor those who had been of special service during her reign. She established the Award of the Evergreen to be given by the Princess of the Summits at their pleasure. This order then became known as the Silver Barbary and is thus registered. Today in this tradition, Alpine Princess Lindis de Aquisgrano is pleased to grant entry into the Order of the Silver Barbary. Upon the final day of the reign of Princess Nadezhda Volinskaya and Princess William Jeffrey Prince William felt it was necessary and right to honor those who had been of special service to him during his reign. Thus, he established the Award of the Griffin's Paw, by the Prince of the Summits at their pleasure, as a token of appreciation and honor to selected gentlemen deemed worthy. The token shall include a paw print customized as the sovereign desires. Today, in this tradition, Waylon Ibn Rustam is pleased to grant entry into the Order of the Griffin's Paw to this good gentle.
So again, Atia, I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough for advising us, for helping the principality, and for helping me personally for more years than I can count. And that's not an easy job, you guys.
That goes both ways.
Thank you so much.
3 cheers for the generosity and support of Auntie of Fremont. Hip hip! Hip Their Highnesses would like to invite all for whom this is their first event to come before them.
Anybody new? We got a couple people coming up.
Don't be shy.
We were like, we might have a bad time or something, but other than that, you don't have anything to fear.
In there, yeah. Or is it brown bag? Brown bag.
Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for coming to your very first SCA event. How did you find out about it? You got friends? I guess your partner?
I got it.
Oh, yeah. You inspired so well. Great job. That's awesome. So we like to give some gifts to newcomers because you should always have a cup to drink out of. Can we just get us a different one? Yeah, please. I didn't like that one. There we go. This is a nice one. So you should always have a cup to drink out of and something to keep your head warm. And so we welcome you to the SCA and to our family, and we hope that you had a great time and that you come back again sometime.
This is super cheesy, but can you turn and can you look at your family for the first time?
Our society, welcome home. Zuleika Alzarka, event steward for Bargamels, has an announcement.
Oh, please.
Please do.
And Luther Goodman, he's my co-steward because I'm not doing this by myself.
Or she.
So, you know, Eggles is coming in May. But before that is Bargamel! And just for a month, we will have Bargamels, we will have heavy fighting and rapier fighting. We're hoping to have some cut and thrust and some youth armored combat, hopefully. We will also be having our Bardic Championship. Come take the short stick away from me, please. And we will also have our youth championship. The format for the youth is up on different postings. I'm going to add it to the Kingdom website once I get to my computer again. And I will have the Bardic format up within the end of the week, meaning next Saturday, not like today.
We'll also be having archery and silent auction.
Yes.
Possibly some thrown weapons on the side as well.
We are separate from the youth championship. We are going to have a youth display thing. So kind of think youth Athenaeum without the requirement to sit and talk to people. If they don't want to, they can if they want to. Items do not have to be SCA related. They just have to be created or modified by the child. It can be science fiction. It can be a painted action figure. It could be something they made from start to finish. I don't have kids. I want to see what the youth of our summits does and what they're interested in.
It'll be fun.
Yes.
April 21st through 23rd.
At
Camp
whole bunks have been taken off of the menus for reserving, so you can still reserve whole cabins. Sorry, whole cabins have been taken off of the menu for reserving. You can reserve individual bunks still. Pre-registration is up. We have our wonderful feast steward, Stefan. We have a wonderful. I mean, come on, who hasn't had his food lately? It's amazing.
And the thing, a whole weekend of feast prepared by this man. I'm salivating already.
No one had my dad's wonderful food.
Right? So if you have any questions, please reach out. We'd love to help facilitate you guys making it the best event ever. We do also have a work party happening on the 1st at the event site. So, you know, if you're not coming down to Adianton to help with their work party, you're closer to Terra Primarian, maybe give us a thought. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
You did a lot of stuff.
Yes, so much.
Finally had an event.
All right, Luther, you. The memory just flashed. You have been a tremendous asset to the barony in a lot of different ways. And I feel like we have told you thank you on numerous occasions, but I want to be a little specific today. Luther, you armor up and go to demos and fight in 105-degree weather for days at a time at one of the largest demos this kingdom sees, a Renaissance festival outside of Terra Primaria. You show up to fighter practices and you help new fighters get up. You started doing rapier and I think cut and thrust too as well. You run the archery practices in Terra Primaria. Every time I turn around, you were doing some kind of martial activity, and not only doing them, but getting other people to do them and bringing just a tremendous amount of community along with that. And that's one of the most important things about our society. So we would like to give you this.
Know all the arms of our fair principality. The Grail is set among the signs of the 3 pillars that support the glory of our land. The griffin shows our fierce martial skill. The laurel wreath is the symbol of our artisans. The mountain stands for enduring service. Luther Gutmann, your valor and skill have shown the wings like the griffin. Therefore do we, Wayland Ibn Rustam and Lindis de Aquisgrano, Griffin Princess, grant unto you the token of the Grail of the Summits. Bear our sign with pride.
This was designed by our Nora, calligraphy by Adrian von Brandenburg, and how's that? Illumination.
Esther?
Esther. Okay.
Awesome.
Once again,
Well done.
all the tentacles effort.
A joyous noise for the newest recipients of the Marshall Grail of the Summit.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Did you have somebody to go around? I know, it had tentacles.
Maybe
Brand new. Their Highnesses invite the children of the Summits to approach the Griffin's Throne.
Check friend.
Come on, James. How's it going?
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Yes, keep coming.
Awesome, that's better. I knew there were more kids here. Awesome.
You want to hang out with Ethan real quick?
So, hi. Did you guys have a good time today?
Yes.
Yes. I know you have. So I saw many of you out, like running around having a great time. I saw so many more of you doing service today. Many of you were my attendants today. And so thank you so much for helping us out. And we would like you to pick a toy. And Brandon is going to take you all
right,
back to the end of court. Give him a head start.
Nancy, 5 minutes of silence is good.
Not like James.
Baron Dr. Carla, Principality Earl Marshall has business with their Alpine Highnesses.
Hey.
Here you want to step down.
Yes, so it has been a joy being the Earl Marshal of the Summits. I've gotten to hang out with other people, new communities, be involved, and really help us come back from this pandemic. And it is time that I pass on that duty and that honor to another. So, William Joffrey the Rowe.
That guy
does not have enough stuff to do. We decide, yeah?
I need another inch or two.
I heard heels. Platform.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mayor Doc, we thank you for your service to the Principality of the Summits. Thank you.
You have done a tremendous job as an officer, not only bringing us back from the pandemic, but just the way in which you comport yourself and encourage others is known all throughout the kingdom, not just the principality. And so I just really appreciate the professionalism that you brought to this position and the consistency as well. And I know William Joffrey will continue that trend, but we did want to thank you for your service as an officer.
Slow down, boy.
Scared me, I thought I was gonna run over.
William Joffrey the Rose, their highnesses have chosen you to succeed to the office of Marshal. Are you prepared to undertake the tasks and responsibilities of that greater office of state, to serve the principality and people of the summits, and to swear fealty to their highnesses?
I am.
Then bring forth the Grail of the Summit.
Here do I swear by mouth and hand.
Here do I swear by mouth and hand, my fealty and true service, faithful and truthful, I bear to you in all that they can service you on. For so long as you live in summits, the high mountains will be red like the sky, and the silver griffin flies free. So say I.
This oath do we hear, and for our part. We pledge to you and your deputies our protection. We will watch over and shelter you. We will place ourselves between you and your foes. For so long as we rule the summits, and the high mountains hold the grail up to the sky. So say we, Wayland, Prince.
So say we, Linda's princess.
Henceforth be known as Earl Marshal of the Principality of the Summits. Please join us. No, run.
Okay, that's a little better.
Are there words for this?
There are.
You bet.
Pretty.
Fair Doc, I just mentioned the professionalism which you brought to this position, and I really appreciate that for a lot of different reasons. One is I think that we can all get so caught up into this game we play that we forget that we are a 501c3 nonprofit corporation as well. And the offices that we hold are the pieces of that corporation. And so not only is it a volunteer position that keeps our game alive, but it is a business position as well. And I think it's always important to comport ourselves in that professional manner, not only for the ideals of chivalry and courtesy, but because we are a professional organization that has contacts with the community and other entities. And when I think about Marshall specifically in relation to safety and working with fire and police and all of that kind of stuff, it is so, so important. And so I really do thank you for the way that you handled your time in this office, and especially a difficult time coming back. So we'd like to present you with an officer grail.
Know all the arms of our fair principality. The Grail is set among the signs of the three pillars that support the glory of our land. The griffin shows our fierce martial skill. The laurel wreath is the symbol of our artisans. The mountain stands for enduring service. A principality stands or falls by the work of its many officers, without whose work it would crumble into dust. Therefore, proclaim to all that we, Wayland Ibn Rustam and Lindis de Aquasprano, Griffin Prince and Princess of the Summit, being grateful for the service of Faradoc McParla as our Earl Marshal, do grant an officer grail of the Summits. Bear our sign with pride.
Thank you, Shannon, so much.
The Griffin Prince and Princess called Deidre Fabric McGregor.
writing down.
Hi. You've done a lot. You event stewarded a really fabulous coronet tournament.
I think it has to be one.
I think I do too. Yeah, it was, I'm a little biased. It was such a great time. But beyond that, you stepped up as Principality Chatelaine. You have always been, since I've known you, quite a few years now, welcoming, kind, constantly just talking to people and bringing them in and creating that sense of community. And that is such a vital part of what we do.
Know all the arms of our fair principality. The Grail is set among the 3 pillars that support the glory of our land. The Griffin shows our fierce martial skill. The laurel wreath is the symbol of our artisan. The mountain stands for enduring service. Deidre Nefebrook McGregor, your service to our great principality shows the virtue of the hills, and we are greater for the efforts of your service. Therefore we, Wayland Even Rustam, and Lindis de Aquisgrano, Griffin Prince and Princess, grant unto you entrance into our order of the Grail of the Summits. Bear our sign with pride. We set our hand and seal this 18th day of March, Anno Societatis 57.
This charter was designed by Echo Thorne, calligraphy by the wonderful Adrian von Brandenburg, and the illumination by Her Ladyship Soraya. Congratulations. Thank you for your service.
A joyous noise for the newest recipient of the service. Their Highnesses bid the event stewards, Baron Pierce McTarla and Lady Inez de la Cruz, to join them in their court.
They should find it back there somewhere. Should be a bag.
Are we doing the back thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's time now?
Would you have any announcements?
Oh, do I have the back things?
Thank you all so much for coming. We hope you had a great time. As always, many hands make light work. So if you're able to throw in a little bit of time after court to take down some of the banners, help put away some of the chairs. We're not going to need a whole much for moot, just some tables and chairs. But otherwise, thank you all for coming.
What about Tango?
And since everyone's plugging them in, we've got, if you want to come back in May, we have Tame Bow, which is an all-day everything event. We have rapier all day, cut and thrust all day, archery. We don't have thrown weapons. We should get on that. There are shenanigans at night. You've heard of the maze,
And the
maze
Minotaur.
and the Minotaur. Kenrick, His Majesty, is very excited to be a Minotaur again. Anyways, it's a great time. We hope you'll join us. I think it might be our 10th year, but it's a little strange with the pandemic days. Last year, our banner was won by a barony in the mid-row. And there is discussion of that Baron and Baroness joining us at the event. So you've got to show up and actually keep it in the principality. Yes, we'd love to have you.
So in case people don't know the branch war that is Tame Bow,
Oh, that's
I think you're
right.
underselling it a little bit. It is a weekend of just delight.
West Kingdom will be showing up as well.
It is acts of just fun and service and being there, and every branch in the SCA, literally ever, is allowed to participate, welcome to participate, in order to take home a really cool banner. But can we keep it in the principality?
I know where you sleep.
There's also a lot of bribery that happens. Very important. Bring your sweets. Bring your meat snacks. Drinks and meat snacks. Cookies. Cookies are really, really good bribery for children to do things. Whole lot of cookies.
Cow pie competition.
Cow pie competition?
We do on Friday night. If you liked our dessert social here on Friday, we do a version called a cow pie competition, where that is the rule. Savory or sweet, create a cow pie. We've had it served in a shovel before. So Make it look like something. It can look like a cow or something else from a cow. Or it just has to taste good. That's the rule. But I think other than that.
I have a thing for you.
I know. Also, it will not explode.
Don't trust me.
That's probably wise.
Thank you both so much.
I guess I will.
There you go.
Don't put the cool picture. Let's see.
I love goodies.
You're supposed to cackle as you walk off. Okay, you gotta pretend to take it away before you.
For the event stewards and all who made this wonderful event possible, a joyous noise! The Griffin Prince and Princess call forth Mistress Melisande Dwfn.
Busted.
There she is. Oh, that's right.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
That's fine.
There's control, there's control.
Your socks are really cute. Oh, thank you. For those on that side.
Awesome. Hi there. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How about you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired though. You have been, I feel like we actually didn't know each other as well before our raid, but I've actually enjoyed interacting with you and getting to know you a little bit. But I think the thing that has struck me is that you are everywhere. Everywhere I turn around, there you are. And in the most great way. not in the, oh, there you are. No, but it's great to see, and I really love seeing members of the Principality travel the Principality and travel the Kingdom. And so for that reason, we would like to bestow upon you an astrolabe.
Whereas you have gone into these parts of Antir with one and the same end and aim, namely, to advance the good name of our principality. Thus do we, Griffin Prince Waylon Ibn Rustam, and Griffin Princess Lindis de Aquisgrano, coronets of the Summits, command that Melisande Dwfn be entered into the rolls of the Order of the Astrolabe of St. Brendan. Therefore, shall I know your good works on behalf of our lands, and know that you bear our recognition for your service. We set our hand and seal this 18th day of March, Anno Societatis 57.
Thank you so much.
A joyous noise for the Far Traveler!
All right. Awesome.
Their Highnesses call forward Sir Fenris. That's the.
Uh-oh. Please bring your consort as well.
Please bring your lady.
Yes, please.
Really
Yeah.
Sir Fenris and Lady Serafina, the
Thanks.
Prince and Princess command your presence.
You fought so well today. It was mind-blowing.
You fought with great skill and valor this day.
The quest for the Griffin Coronet begins long before the sword or spear is taken up, before the harness is buckled on. All assembled have today witnessed the prowess of Sir Fenris on the list field this day.
In remembrance of your prowess and bravery, we grant you entrance into the Order of the Griffin and Spear. Bear this token as a reminder to all not fortunate enough to be present of the mastery and honor that you have shown.
No combatant advances through each round to the finals by physical strength and practiced skill alone, certainly not by ruthlessness and proud ambition. The martial path to the final round begins in the heart by the inspiration of one noble and gentle person whom the combatant furthers to crown their rich graces with the Griffin Coronet.
to inspire a fighter to enter the coronet lists, to commit their life, their time, and their honor in the service to the Principality of the Summits. It is a great honor indeed. Greater than tokens or reverend titles can speak to.
None here should have any doubts as to the inspiration of Lady Seraphina, as demonstrated by the performance of Sir Fenris, but rather shall carry the memory of the final round with them beyond the list field.
But for those sadly not fortunate enough to be here today, so that they might know of the grace and worthiness of your inspiration this day, we grant you, Lady Seraphina, entrance into the Order of the Morgan's Rose, so that all may henceforth know of your inspiration in the coronet list. Thank you both so much.
3 cheers! Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip
We're coming into the end of our evening, so please join us tomorrow at Moot. This amazing principality can't function without some of the business aspects of things, and that does occur tomorrow morning at
9 o'clock.
At 9 a.m.
Yeah, I'll still be asleep at that point.
We will.
We will be here with Moot. And I know that there's going to be an amazing breakfast served, if that motivates you at all.
Oh, that
and there might even be a teeny tiny bit of court business. So if you're curious, you should come to Moot tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
It's here. It's here.
9 a.m.
Yes.
Bright and early. Yeah, you can leave your stuff here.
Yeah.
Made an executive decision.
For those who won't be at Moot, I do want to once again express my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you who have come and done any service whatsoever. It could not have happened without you. Those of you who put on armor, dropped even one drop of sweat, thank you so much. And thank you for bringing the joy to the summits. I felt it every moment of today. So thank you from the deepest part of my heart. Thank you.
We love you. The Summits has grown so much over the years, and we're truly, truly honored to be standing here with you today, and we are so thrilled, and over the moon thrilled about our heirs. And so then I know that the next few months is going to be a blast. And the next reign is going to be a blast as well. So think about how you can contribute to the principality, whether that is helping our heirs, helping us, helping your local branch, helping the kingdom, because we are all part of On Tier as much as we are Summits. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for listening. It's been great. I hope you had a little bit of fun. We put a lid on the dad jokes, so come tomorrow.
There being no further business, thus closes the court of their Alpine Highnesses. For their Majesties, Athos and Eleonora, long life! For Prince Waylon and Princess Lindis, long life! For the Taniston Tamista of the Summits, long life! For the Prince Argyle and Princess Bernadette of Tieri, long life! For their Excellencies Adiantum, Terra Primaria, and Glyn Dwfn, long life! Glyn Dwfn! Stop it! Stop it! Here! Never heard of it.